Hi, I'm David with EdgeStar Technical Support. Today we're going to be looking at the IP210 Ti portable countertop ice maker. One of the requests that we get is for replacement of the ice case. Today we're going to cover that. Always remember, safety first, and unplug your unit before you begin. One of the first things that we need to do is remove the screws at the bottom of the unit. So we're going to be removing this screw, this one, this one, this one, this one here, and this one here. This will allow us to remove the back of the unit. Okay, after we remove the screws, we're going to remove the back of the unit. In order to do this, we're just going to lift, and we're going to pull the side, and we're going to pull it up and away from the unit. The next part of our procedure involves removing the screws that hold the top on. In order to get to those, we need to remove a screw here, a screw here. We're going to flip the unit around, and we'll find the same on the opposite side, a screw here and a screw here. Once we remove that, that allows us to remove the top of the unit for access to the ice case. Once we have removed those screws, simply slide the lid portion off the unit and set it aside. Our next step will be to remove the cam that runs the ice case. To do this, we're going to remove this screw and we're going to pull the cam directly off the shaft. Once we're done with that, we're going to move over and remove the ice case motor for better access. Now we're going to remove the cam. Simply take the screw out, and then reach up and pull the cam off the end of the shaft and set it aside. Now we're going to remove the ice case motor that drives the ice case. To do this, we're going to have a screw here, up top, and another one on this side at the same level. This will allow us to pull the motor away so that we can remove the top of the unit to get to the bottom of the ice case. Our next step will be to remove the screws that hold the retainer to the ice case so that we can remove the ice case. To do this, we're going to remove this screw here, this one, and this one. Make sure that you have a screwdriver of sufficient length to get to the screws. Now that we've removed the 4 screws to the retainer for the ice case, we're now going to focus our attention on the water sensor. To do this, there are 2 screws that hold the wiring in place. We need to focus and make sure that we understand that the black wire goes to the front and the white wire goes to the back. You'll also notice there's a flat and a round head screw. The round head screw goes for the black wire. The flat head screw goes for the white wire in the rear. Now that we've removed the wires for the water sensor, we're going to remove the water feed tube. To do this, simply pull down and away and allow it to hang. On some models you will find that there's a zip tie. Simply remove it, but be sure to reinstall it when you put it back together. Now that we've removed the water feed tube, we're going to go ahead and we're going to remove these wires that feed the sensor. And we're just going to let those hang. Now we're going to look at the screws that hold the evaporator. You have a screw here and a screw here to remove. Now that we've removed the evaporator screws, which were here and here, we're now going to remove the retainer and we're going to let it hang off the side of the unit. To do this, pull straight up and allow it to hang. Be very gentle. Don't force it. Come over to the ice case motor and you're going to disengage the motor from the ice case and simply pull back so that you have clearance. And then let it hang over the side. It is a tight fit. It does require a moderate amount of force to remove. Now that we've removed the ice case motor and the retainer assembly, and we've set them aside, we're now going to remove the ice case. Since there's nothing holding it in place, we're simply going to pull up and away from the rear to remove. Let's talk about the ice case for a minute. You'll notice on both ends there's a D-shaped shaft. One end is shorter than the other. Remember this when you reinstall the case. The short end of the shaft goes onto the ice case motor as shown here. On the other end, we have the cam that we removed in one of the first few steps. As you can see, the cam simply fits onto the end of the shaft. When you reinstall the ice case, the cam goes right back onto the end of the shaft. I hope this DIY video has helped you maintain your ice maker. If you have any further questions, feel free to contact us at www.edgestar.com.